This is Miss Humbert. Sorry I couldn't be here today, so because I'm not here, I'm going to quickly cover the last couple problems from the note video so that you make sure that you're kind of getting the hang of the stuff before we move on to your homework. So for number 4, we talked about combining like terms. So if you think back to notes 1, when we combined like terms, we only combined things that have the same exponent. So we have 4x cubed plus 5x cubed. So we're going to add those coefficients. But now you really need to keep in mind that when you're adding like terms, you're not going to add the exponents. Okay, so we're going to add the coefficients. That's going to give us 9. But then I want to keep my exponent as x to the third. When you add like terms, you do not add exponents. Okay, but what I failed to see was that there's that negative 2 to the 5th there. So that needs to come first. That's our largest exponent, is negative 2x to the 5th. Then we're going to have our 9x to the third. And now we need to combine negative x plus 4x minus 4x. So negative x plus 4x is going to be is going to be 3x. 3x minus 4x is just going to be negative x. So now my exponents are in descending order. That means it's in standard form. And all of my like terms are combined. Those are the two things I need for it to be in standard form. Okay, so next, let's go ahead and let's take a look here at number 10. So for number 10, I want to take and I want to distribute in that negative. Okay, so I want to change the signs of everything because that makes it a lot easier for me to remember. Remember, if you try and do too much in your head, it gets confusing. Okay, so we have negative 8xy plus 3x squared minus 5y. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that column method. And now that I've changed the signs of everything, this is going to be a negative 4x squared. This is going to be a positive 2y. And this is going to be a negative 6xy. So now I can go ahead and I can add down those columns. We can't really do standard form with this one because standard form would require us to have one letter. So negative 8xy minus 6xy is going to give us negative 14xy. Then 3x squared minus 4x squared is just going to give us a negative x squared. And negative 5y plus 2y is going to be a negative 3y. Just for practice sakes, let's set up number 9. So we're going to go ahead and distribute that in. So we have 5y squared minus 3y plus 8. Now I'm going to set up my columns. I changed the signs of everything. So this is going to be a negative 4y squared, and then the 9 is going to become positive. So now we can add down our columns. 5y squared minus 4y squared is going to give us y squared. We're just going to go ahead and bring that 3y all the way down, and then 8 plus 9 is going to give us 17. Okay, so I believe I set up this word problem for you guys on the note sheet. So if I did, let's go ahead and make sure we finish out this subtracting. So we have 58n plus 2401, and then we're subtracting off the number of secondary ed teachers, which is 29 plus 949. So to subtract those, we need to change the signs of everything. So we're going to subtract down the columns. 58n minus 29n is going to give us 29n. 2,401 minus 949 is going to give us 1,452. So this right there represents the number of elementary teachers. All right, so once you have watched this video and you have a completely filled out note sheet, you can go ahead and you can show it to my substitute, and then you can go ahead and get started on the practice sheet. You should have enough time to finish the practice sheet in class. If you do finish early, please go ahead and start notes 5. Thanks for listening.